Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Dakota, the place where we uncover the secrets hidden in plain sight within company filings. But sometimes those secrets are about who is getting paid what. And well, let's just say some folks are getting a nice payday in this report. Today we are diving into Immune Bio Incorporated Form 8K, which details some significant executive employment updates. This report from Immune Bio Incorporated, a biotechnology company, focuses on leadership changes and their associated compensation packages. That is right, we are talking about new jobs and the money that comes with them. Let's start with the big news regarding David J. Moss, the company's president and chief executive officer. On the 26th of November, he entered into a new employment agreement starting the 1st of November. He will be pulling in a base salary of $500,000 per year. On top of that, he is eligible for an annual bonus that could be as much as 50% of his base salary. But that is not all. He also got a grant for options to buy 800,000 shares of the company's common stock. This is a pretty standard arrangement for a CEO. Now, the really interesting part is what happens if his job is terminated without his fault or if there is a big change in the company ownership. In case of an involuntary termination, which means if the company fires him for reasons other than his own misconduct, he will receive 18 months of his base salary. That is a year and a half of full pay plus a prorated bonus and continued health insurance payments for up to 18 months. If the company is bought or merges or something similar, a change of control, then any stock options that were not yet fully earned become immediately available to him. This is designed to keep executives focused on long-term company value even when ownership might change hands. Next up, we have Corey Ellspermann, the Chief Financial Officer. His deal announced on the same day, the 26th of November, also started on the 1st of November. His base salary is set at $275,000 annually. He can also expect an annual bonus targeted at 40% of his base salary. Like Mr. Moss, he was granted stock options, this time for 300,000 shares. Similar to the CEO's agreement, his compensation is tied to job security. If he faces an involuntary termination, he will also get 18 months of his base salary and the prorated bonus. Health insurance coverage for up to 18 months is also part of the package. And just like Mr. Moss, his stock options will vest immediately upon a change of control. So basically, the company is offering significant financial safety nets for its top executives, clearly demonstrating their value to the organization and their importance in navigating potential future changes. Now let's look at Mark Lodell, the Chief Scientific Officer. His story is a bit different because his new employment agreement dated the 26th of November is with a wholly owned subsidiary, Inmune Bio International, limited not directly with the parent company Immune Bio Incorporated. His role as Chief Scientific Officer remains for both the subsidiary and the parent company from the 1st of November. His compensation is a bit more international with a base salary of £300,000 per year. He is also eligible for an annual bonus up to 20% of his base salary, which is lower than the other executives, but still a significant incentive. He's also included in the subsidiary's pension plan and other benefits for senior staff. The termination clause here is also quite specific. Either side can end the contract with 3 months' notice. However, if the subsidiary terminates his employment without cause, meaning for reasons not related to his performance or misconduct, he will receive severance pay equal to 18 months of his base salary. This severance includes any statutory notice pay or other termination benefits he might be entitled to. This structure with the subsidiary handling the employment and payments is common for international operations. It allows for better management of local labor laws and tax regulations. These employment agreements are detailed documents and the company has filed them as exhibits. We have Exhibit 10.1 for David Moss's agreement, Exhibit 10.2 for Corey Ellspermann's agreement, and Exhibit 10.3 for Mark Lodell's agreement. These exhibits provide the full legal text and all the specifics behind these executive compensation packages. The report itself is signed off by David Moss as Chief Executive Officer on the 28th of November, confirming the official filing of these agreements. So what does all this mean for Immune Bio Incorporated? Well, first, it signals stability and confidence in their key leadership. These retention packages with substantial severance and accelerated vesting are designed to keep these executives committed even if the company faces uncertainty or potential acquisition. It shows the company is willing to invest heavily to secure its top talent, especially in a competitive biotech landscape where scientific leadership is paramount. The differential in bonus targets and salary packages between the CEO, CFO, and CSO also reflects varying responsibilities and market values for these roles. The international structure for Mr. Lodell's employment also highlights the company's global ambitions or existing international operations. While these agreements provide security for the executives, they also represent a significant financial commitment for the company, especially in the event of terminations. These are not insignificant amounts of money, and investors will certainly be watching how these executive compensation structures align with the company's overall financial performance and strategic goals. Looking at Immune Bio Incorporated overall, they are in the challenging but potentially very rewarding biotech industry. Their success hinges on their research and development pipeline and the ability to bring groundbreaking therapies to market. These executive agreements suggest management is focused on continuity and incentivizing long-term success. However, the biotech sector is inherently risky with high failure rates for drug candidates. The company's strategy seems to be centered around strong leadership to navigate these challenges. A key risk is the dependence on successful clinical trials and regulatory approvals. Opportunities lie in developing novel treatments for unmet medical needs. The company's direction appears to be one of strengthening its executive team to steer through complex scientific and business landscapes. Overall, these new employment agreements indicate a commitment to experienced leadership and provide a degree of executive stability. The main takeaway is that the company is ensuring its top people are well compensated and have strong incentives to stay on board and navigate the company's future, whether that future involves continued independent growth or a potential acquisition scenario. Alright, that is our breakdown of Immune Bio Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on these new executive employment agreements and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord link in the description to join our community. Thanks for watching. See you next time.